17 wins, no defeats, 10 victories coming by way of knockout. From Aguadilla, Puerto Rico, Orlando, Capu Gonzalez. He is a two-time Olympic gold medalist from Cienfuegos, Cuba, Robeisy
Robeisy Ramírez entered the bout as a two-time Olympic gold medalist, carrying one of the most decorated amateur pedigrees in boxing.
That comfort and that ability to potentially do that. Oh, there's a good shot! Left hand comes in and it's over!
Known for his slick southpaw style, precision punching, and ring IQ, Ramirez was viewed as a rising force in the featherweight division.
Tonight he pulled a shocking upset with a first round knockout. Oh, and there is the left hand that floors Nova!
This fight represented not only a chance to extend his winning streak but also to stake his claim for an eventual world title opportunity.
Just because you lose once or twice doesn't mean your career is over. 4 of those have been by knockout.
And I don't think you've lost like a better fighter each and every time. And you talked about that Cuban school of boxing where it's more of an accumulation of punches that brings his opponents down. But
tonight with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, you think they're going to be aggressive? You bet they will be. Order the pay-per-view now, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific time. But look at him.
Of Gonzalez here in round 1. Gonzalez with the little fringe on his trunks with the black and
to be shooting from the hip, but that's after a few cocktails. But, you know, that's another topic for another day.
That shows his confidence and how much
he's very tight. He's trying to throw everything with a knockout intention.
On the line with their hands down, but he's done fairly well managing the distance, although he got clipped there as a little bit of a low shot with the right. Strong lead right hand of Robeisy coming out of that southpaw position. But yeah, maybe perhaps taking a page out of that Fury showmanship book, if you will, is Robeisy Ramírez.
I love
the opportunity. But how about that Robeisy Ramírez and Orlando Gonzalez
in the 6th and 7th round. So how do you do that? Like having a savings account. You invest early.
Orlando looking to double, triple up on that jab, then shoot the left hook to the body, trying to get that guard to come down now. Stance here early in round 2. Oh, nice beautiful combination there. Backs up Gonzalez.
And it was clear that he was off balance, but it did affect him. It didn't totally short-circuit him, but it wobbled him momentarily.
Yeah, he shot that right hand right around the guard. Robeisy, perhaps Salas told him, okay, get your hands up after that hit.
And you wonder if that is deterring Gonzalez from being aggressive. Beautiful toe-to-toe action.
Ends it with the left hand, then down to the body. And back.
I have to deal with the firefight. I got to get close to the fire, but not get burnt in the process.
There is Gonzalez. Robeisy sensing that he's about to pick up the pace here as we end.
And if you're solid, you got to be wondering, look, I know you like to play around and you like to have some theatrics, but in this 3rd round.
Strong jab and left. Play with his hands down, throw shots. That's how you're going to score points.
Well, and Ramirez is the kind of guy, especially coming from the Cuban school of boxing, when he gets into it, he'll be dealing with a lot of punches all night long. And very much both men respect each other, but
offensively, like right now he could have been throwing punches, and right now it took about 30 seconds to throw one looping left uppercut. It was a beautiful shot.
That we just saw. I mean, if you want to do that in the gym on your own time, by all means, God bless. But, I mean, that's his style, so will it pay dividends down the line?
Gonzalez trying his best to capitalize, throwing a lot more punches there in that round, and maybe sensing that
fight thus far. And Ramirez has got to be able to start to take this a little more seriously. He is super talented, but look at Gonzalez pressing the issue, and he saw that bloody, but he's not scoring.
No, none of those punches in that exchange from Ramirez landed at all.
I don't really care for soup, so give me a nice steak, and you know what, 32 ounces medium rare, my friends.
Yeah, silly me. Send one ringside.
Yeah, please do.
A little different than what we're going to see from the heavyweights later tonight. But between these two, with Orlando Gonzalez picking up the pace in round 3.
Well, he's getting serious is what he is. I mean, he's not, you know, sticking his tongue out. He's not, you know, sort of flailing around. That left uppercut was problematic
for Gonzalez, but still, those looping shots up top haven't done Gonzalez much luck, as finally
I can fight on the inside too, and I am going to get the better of these.
Beautiful combinations here. I mean, he loves that left uppercut, right?
Robeisy Ramírez get into his groove and his rhythm, something that Gonzalez cannot afford.
Looks at replays here, Ray.
Well, this was some inside work. There is a nice fight on the inside, and I can beat you at your game as well. And you pointed out about that beautiful right hook, and you saw that the volume of punches.
Gonzalez continued to be more aggressive, but once he opens up and he starts to throw punches, he has the faster hands.
Of Orlando Gonzalez. But when you're fundamentally sound, then how do you combat that? By being more physical, in high contact, high volume kind of a fight. Interesting that Orlando Gonzalez is from Puerto Rico, but Robeisy Ramírez vibes. And I mean, look, Camacho's had some big moments here in Las Vegas.
Like his fight on big stages. He knew coming out into the professional ranks, the highly touted amateur that he was meant. He pulls that back just a little bit more to let his hands go forward instead of.
You need to have balance in things. You can't just go one way or the other because that's not good for anybody.
And that shot woke him up for his best punch of the fight, and now that makes Robeisy Ramírez say, oh, okay.
Here at our broadcast position. Gonzalez with a fundamental approach, affecting Gonzalez, but Gonzalez is holding his ground.
Neither fighter really been spurned, neither fighter in there from Ramirez. But the referee warned them from a slight headbutt, and Robeisy putting in a strong finish to this round. He landed a couple good licks and pretty close.
Well, he was sort of lackadaisical in some of those rounds, but that was not to be the case here in this 5th round. And the technical aptitude of Ramirez on display. He did get sprayed with that right hook.
Yep. That was the one shot that made him. And then what? It's like code, and you can buy the pay-per-view from your phone, link it to your TV, laptop, live on pay-per-view.
Here in Las Vegas. Good right hook to the body there.
Yeah, Gonzalez.
He was effective in the first couple rounds when he was attacking the body. So I don't want to be as active. However, when you're not as active against a guy like Robeisy Ramírez, he's going to...
You got to get to that point, right? You got to give yourself a chance to get to those later rounds. I mean, Robeisy only been 8 rounders and gone 8 rounds once, but at the same time, like, you still got to let your hands go. Give yourself a chance
to beat this guy well by volume and by outworking your adversary. Robeisy Ramírez is the undefeated fighter compared to that of Orlando Gonzalez from the 4th round.
Is trying to figure out a way to break through that guard. I mean, that exerts, trying to establish some ring generalship with being the aggressor, but those are not scoring shots if they're just deflected off the gloves of your opponent.
We've had such a great week here in Las Vegas, Christina. We were here for the grand arrivals.
The buzz has continued to grow. The momentum has continued to grow. Still 2 fights after this on ESPN2, Fox Sports 1, and ESPN+. J-Rock is back. J-Rock.
And finally, the heavyweight championship of the world has returned to Las Vegas.
For the most part of Robeisy, so those aren't scoring shots. I think Robeisy, although being more selective.
I like the head movement, the feints that Ramirez uses, and he's always in a good position to throw. Catching shots have been in favor of Robeisy Ramírez.
100%. The thing is, though, these sound so loud. I mean, we are picking up the shots on these mics here sitting from ringside, but yet it's like neither guy has really taken a step.
You know what I like about Ramirez as well is left uppercut that landed in round 1, but the variety of punches that Ramirez throws. And then I think we're starting to see the complete Robeisy Ramírez. To save something, I mean, if he's trying to pull like the Sugar Ray Leonard kind of tactics.
He also fancies himself on not getting hit very much.
Yeah, I mean, without a doubt. He doesn't have a mark on him.
Junior NABF featherweight title. Robeisy Ramírez to start round 8. Down to the body with the right hand.
The hardcore boxing fans need to be going ooh and ah, because that was beautiful to behold.
The good side of the body. Back up top, but then again, right against the guard.
Drive Ramirez to the perimeter of the ring.
And he can do that. I've seen that. He kind of bully Robeisy a little bit more.
But a point that we just saw, Ramirez had a beautiful...
You got a little bit of smarts up there. You know what you're doing. There's not too much you haven't really seen at this point.
As I'm observing Robeisy Ramírez, and yeah, he is definitely... He stepped on stage and tried to entertain people a little bit more. He's unbelievable from a technical standpoint musically, but...
Orlando, maybe sit down on these punches just a tad bit more when he's ripping.
Is a little bit frustrated because he did try to be that bully, his technical and his ring IQ.
Using his footwork.
So now you're seeing Gonzalez who's trying to put his body on Ramirez and...
Rounds, so uncharted territory for both of these guys, but they're in tremendous shape. I mean, neither one of these guys, in terms of their lung capacity and physical ability to continue.
Oh, no doubt about it. Here we see.
Cuando se acabe la pelea. No, pero ponte vivo, nene.
World Championship belt on the line, and those junior titles, I mean, I know we were talking about a junior NABF, but sanctioning bodies move you up a little bit quicker towards a world title shot. And
play nice and fancy. He's got some jewels on it for your family, but it elevates you in the standings. But Christina, he's away from that, but that is obviously his focus.
yeah, if he moves up to 130 pounds, I mean, he has had just trying to get a shot at a world title, but I have a feeling down the line their paths will cross again in a rematch of that 2016 Olympic final.
I feel like with Ramirez, there are times when he's fighting that sometimes he is to come forward instead of making it easier on himself.
Oh, beautiful shot. That's the big uppercut that flicks back the chin of Gonzalez. Big shot. Gonzalez taking a left hand there, then a right to the body.
Stop the undefeated Puerto Rican in Orlando Gonzalez.
Gonzalez taking it all on the chin, though, and continuing to stand.
Is swelling in such a rapid fashion.
Blood dripping from the nose.
He's got a strong chin, does Orlando Gonzalez, but Robeisy Ramírez is starting to carve up the...
Trying to shoot that uppercut. Really tight defense here from Ramirez. The counter left hand from Gonzalez. Down to the body. Nice combination to end the round, though, from Gonzalez.
But look at the face of Ramirez. Totally clean. Looks like just another day at the office for him. And here is some of the action and some of the brilliance of Robeisy Ramírez. That beautiful left uppercut wobbled. How
One thing I could think of is now looking at it once again on the replay, maybe if Robeisy would have turned his glove over slightly a little bit more. They slapped just a tad bit more on the open side of the glove. Nonetheless, beautiful shots, but mighty strong.
Partner, that's why you're super talented, and I love working with you.
I am blessed to be here alongside you, and when they get to put a Top Rank and PBC, a co-promotion, put us two together, I mean,
oh, yeah. I'm telling you, you know what? I think we need to have a couple blankets and some pillows because in our, at least a knockdown, to try to bridge the gap of the scorecards from our observation.
Yeah, how much more does he have?
A little bit of a cut outside of the right eye of Gonzalez. There's a cut outside of the left eye, and if you're Ramirez, it's like... little bit of just to keep him, he was touching him up was Ramirez. Marty Corwin, and if Marty wants to give me a Christmas present, give me a highlight reel of those left uppercuts.
Of all the uppercuts.
Of all the uppercuts.
You have to think at this point, Robeisy Ramírez has done enough. Neither one of us are official scores, and we don't have the luxury of that to bring to you right now, but laying it out on the line and a big opportunity as they come the last 10 seconds, going at it for you at home, and that is it.
Mentioned my love affair with those left uppercuts. Good jabbing. I mean, and here we saw some of the bodywork from Gonzalez. Ramirez wanted to fight on the inside to prove to Gonzalez work from Robeisy Ramírez, and in the 9th round, boy, did he clock him with some big shots. Boom, there's that left uppercut that I am so enamored with. What a beautiful...
For your winner by this decision, and now the NABF Junior Featherweight Champion, Robeisy